All right, y'all. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure y'all drop a sub. Pull up to the stream. The link's pinned in the comments. We're over here investigating around the clock. We are at what hour are we at, chat? Hour 17 right now, investigating. So I feel like people are not talking about what Kanye said in his verse enough in this whole Kendrick Drake situation. I remember listening to the Like That verse and watching Kanye's interview. Number one, he said Drake has a rich baby daddy that is Lucian Grange, right? Lucian Grange. All right. I'm gonna walk y'all through this, okay? Stick with me. I promise I'm going somewhere. Going somewhere with this. So I first heard his name brought up with Kanye in an interview he did a couple months ago with Big Boy when Vultures came out. Then in his verse, he says something about it. So let's listen through to it, and then I'm gonna walk y'all down the rabbit hole. Let's see if this is the official song, because I thought they took it down. Which one is it? This is the real audio. Oh shit, I didn't know they put it out. I heard the bad version. Treat a bad bitch like she average. I treat a bad bitch like a fat bitch, and they never let me get money again. On my Cat Williams when they get funny again. I like this comment. They said making a diss track with 10% diss and 90% talking about yourself is the most yay shit I've ever heard. Yeah, literally. Tried to count me out. I like that. We just hit a number one. We right back. 500 down on the bottom, 500 up at the top. Damn. With this audio, with the clear audio, it sounds so good. That's the only thing when I reacted to it the first time. If you're watching this, you're on the Plug channel. So go sub to my live channel, Ciara Bonus Live, and sub to this one. But I reacted to this on the live channel, and it sounded like the version where he was holding the phone to the mic, so the audio wasn't like great. But this sounds good. I guess they let him put it back up. They took it down. Another one, volume 1. Then it's 2 and 3. Vultures on. Oh. Still feel like Pablo, drug dealer street. Pluto sent the drones, it hit like Metro Beats. It's a rap for niggas. Where's Lucian? Serve your master. That's the line right there. You caught a little bag for your masters, didn't you? Lifetime deal. I feel bad for niggas. Okay. That's all we need from this song. That's the line. Let's go back. Let's break it down. Pluto sent the drones, it hit like Metro Beats. It's a rap for niggas. Where's Lucian? Serve your master, nigga. Okay, so boom. He said, where's Lucian? Serve your master, nigga. So first, we need to show y'all who is Lucian Grange. CEO of Universal Music Group, okay? Walk with me, chat, okay? Walk with me. Now, this is a rabbit hole. Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Universal Music Group since 2010. Now, y'all see who he is, right? All right. Now that you know who he is, right? Hold on. He has some lines about Lucian. Okay. Lucian Grange Diddy. Where's the article I saw last time? Okay. I don't like this website. I don't like that. Let's go to this one. I actually read this one before. So lawsuit alleges Northeastern Board of Trustees member aided abetted sexual misconduct by Sean Diddy Combs. Of course, he is gonna deny it, but I mean, kind of checks out.
when we think about it, people for years have told us all the different types of stuff people have to do, either humiliating, changing their morals, or just going along with whatever to get where they want to go, to advance their career. We've been told about these type of things. So I feel like the public, especially the black community, like we've had a heightened awareness to this. So to me, to see Diddy go down doesn't surprise me. R. Kelly doesn't surprise me. So if people on the artist level are doing these type of things, even if it takes a long time to get to them, if those people are gate kept out of that billionaire club and that those next rooms, they're gate kept out of those areas. They can't just force their way into those spaces. They have to be accepted. A Jay-Z, a Oprah, a Diddy, you know, I don't know, I'm probably missing a billionaire, Rihanna. Like there's certain things that have to happen, and you have to play by their rules to get there, right? Otherwise they'll take you down pretty. So if we see the artist level, right? Because you could say Diddy and R. Kelly started as artists and built into more over time, especially Diddy. If we see it as possible for them, then why is it hard for us to believe that the people above them, who would be the gatekeepers, why is it hard to think the people one level above the artists, the executives, the CEOs, the owners of these things, you think the artists are just participating with these type of, you know, child trafficking, human trafficking, weird fetishes, all types of like that crazy rabbit hole of stuff, right? The artists aren't doing it in isolation. The artists are participating in what's already going on at those upper levels, right? In the elite spaces of entertainment, politics, business industries, whatever industry you could think of where people are powerful. There's people at the top of those industries doing the same thing, and they're all connected, you know. The entertainment aspect of it, I think, is being kind of not being talked about enough in terms of, I want to be like real particular with how I word this. I think we need to start taking the conversation to a different level in terms of like connecting this stuff to with the individuals like Diddy, Lucian Grange, R. Kelly, whoever else is Epstein. Like we need to start realizing these things are all connected, and it's not the individuals. There's a whole system and black market of these things going on, and we're kind of conditioned to ignore it or not pay too much attention to it, or it sounds so outrageous that sometimes people just don't believe it, right? That's valid in a way, but I mean, to me, this whole situation with Drake, Kendrick is essentially not just really about music. It maybe it's about music for Drake, but for Kendrick, it's not about that. For Kanye, it's not about that for him either. For a lot of the other people that's against Drake right now, some of them it might be just because like some people it could be a little jealousy, but also could be a feeling of like being used and betrayal, right? So how do we tie all this back to that line that Kanye said, right? He's telling Drake to serve Lucian, serve his master, right? He's kind of playing off of the term masters, which is like, you know, the rights to your music, the all the publishing, things like that. You owning and controlling your music, right? That's kind of like what it is when you get your masters. So, but he's also, it's a double entendre because he's saying that Lucian, Grange, UMG, all these executives, even though Drake is at the top of everyone else in terms of how much he's getting paid, all that, he had that $400 million deal for, you know, I don't know if it was distribution or what type of deal it was, but the biggest deal of artists we've done with a label at this point, right? So Kanye's saying that he's selling himself to masters. He's serving masters in order to get that money, power, influence back in exchange. And their push, they're gonna give him the stimulus package for whatever he puts out there. As long as he does what, you know, probably have a bunch of tours, release a bunch of albums. And that's essentially, I mean, my critique of what Drake's has done, his impact on music, as influential and successful as he's been, to me, he represents what the industry wants to turn music into. They want to turn it into a commodity. They want to take the art out of it. They don't want to strip the culture out of it. They just want it to be like a skeleton. But if they can sell that skeleton, they'll do it, you know? Even if it's just the bones, if it's not layered, meaningful, really expressing anything. Or how about when that music is being used to lure young women into abuse and human trafficking, child trafficking? Like, what about when it's that angle too, on top of the other stuff, on top of it being like Drake being a leech to all these different cultures with no regard of truly helping or caring about the struggle or any, like, he doesn't represent any of that. The music is hollow. But if you make hollow music, you can make more of it once you get the formula down for how to make it sound sonically good to people. You can virtually put anything over the beat and it's gonna sell, as long as you're pushing and mass marketing this golden boy that you have, right? So that might have been, they used to be Kanye at a point, I would argue, but now he's on the other side of it and shows that they can pull the rug from you at any time. So that's why Kanye's saying I feel bad for niggas. Like, but he's kind of taunting him, saying, "Where's Lucian? Serve your masters, nigga." Like, you acting like you're a big boss, you're acting like you're that guy, but you're still having to serve people above you at that point. How would he know? He was him at a certain point. So he genuinely does know. So even if you call Kanye a hater, he does have the experience to call it for what it is, because he was essentially in that position until he crossed the line. And that's kind of what he's kind of taunting Drake, like, hey, you know it. You know this ain't forever. You know they'll let you go down, right? You think you're one of them. But if you interfere with them, their beliefs, and what they're trying to do, or if you cost them or jeopardize them, they will throw you under the bus. They will let you be the fall guy, kind of like Diddy. Why is the CEO of Universal Music Group in the Diddy court documents? The allegations were knowingly false and invented. Well, Sir Lucian Grange, why would someone falsely make up allegations of you aiding and abetting Diddy's misconduct? I mean, would someone just randomly make that up? Like, I'm not saying it's impossible, but yeah, so let's kind of just look into like some of Drake's lyrics about Lucian, because he shouted him out in songs multiple times. Okay, only signing the gang with the new Lucian Grange. Okay, I thought that was interesting. He has multiple lines. He has multiple lines. Okay, so this is what Lucian Grange said in an interview a year ago. If ever Drake or wherever Drake calls up and says he needs something for his project, I give it to him. Hold on, let's see. Oh, this Kanye old tweets. Lucian Grange call out and away from home. Is this Kanye's lyrics? Who, the CEO of Universal? They mistaken, because Google say Lucian, but that don't make sense. Who filling up the piggy bank? Who bringing home the bacon? The shit don't come on vinyl. I'm still record breaking. How could I forget? How could I forget? Wait, is this Drake lyrics? Wait. This look like Drake lyrics. Hold on. Sony, you not off the hook either. Everyone at Universal and Viven, please understand that I will do everything in my legal power and use my voice till all artist contracts are changed, starting with getting my masters for my children. I will not stop. I promise you, I'm petty and very personal. Hmm. I really remember it sound like he bragging because he runs shit at Universal. Most new artists are keeping their publishing. Yeah, I've seen that. Uh. So I don't remember which. I feel like they're like expressing the lyrics or something. Let's try to like narrow it down because like we're trying to investigate. Because I remember reading this lyric from a Drake song. And I hate, you know, it's probably because it's Bing. Not gonna lie. Okay, boom. Drake Away From Home. Okay, who the CEO of Universal they mistaken because Google's saying Lucian, but that doesn't make sense. Who filling up the piggy bank? Who bringing home the bacon? This shit don't come on vinyl. I'm still record breaking. Okay, so that's interesting. Okay, that's the other song. It was Stay Scheming. So it says Rick Ross Stay Scheming song. Tell Lucy not said fuck it. I'm tearing holes in my budget. When asked about him, Grammy After Party 2022, Lucian said, if ever Drake or whenever Drake calls up and says he needs more money for his project, I give it to him because he's the greatest. He also mentions Lucian on Having Our Way. Shit done changed. Billionaires talk to me different when they see my pay stub from Lucian Grange. Okay, so I just want to give y'all all the context about how many times Drake has mentioned this guy and what his role is for us to kind of like explore this idea a little bit more with Kanye. So let's go back a little bit and re-listen to it now that y'all got more content.
Pluto sent the drones, it hit like Metro Beats. It's a rap for niggas. Where's Lucien? Serve your master, nigga. You caught a little bag for your masters, didn't you? Lifetime deal, I feel bad for niggas.
Okay, so saying that $400 million contract Drake got is basically a lifetime deal. So you're going to be tied to them forever. So to me, it's like, that's why I don't really think that UMG, the powers that be, want Drake to go down because they've invested so much into him. In between UMG and all the other companies, it's probably, you know, $1 billion plus that has been invested into him via his sponsorships and all that. So it's like there's multiple people with a vested interest to not want him to go down or to like save him from his image being ruined more, because then it makes it hard for them to keep him on there, because then you're going to start to lose business. Like say Nike, if it gets to a certain level, you know, where his image is hurt like significantly, I mean, maybe his numbers, things like that, his statistics, social media engagement, if those numbers drop, then companies might have to start making a business decision at a certain point whether it's even worth it to keep him, even if they want to, even if they do lose money. And if that's the case, there could be some people upset about that on a corporate level. So that's kind of what I think it might be going on here. And it's like if they get upset enough, I could see them just letting Drake take the fall and let him go through the whole Diddy process. I mean, it could get to that point. I just saw a TikTok of this girl. She was talking to Dabo. I don't know if y'all know who Dabo is, but was like interviewing her. I think she's like 17, and they were saying that she was on she has like a case or something against Drake, I guess. She's saying she legally couldn't say something or confess what she said or whatever. And I was like, huh? So like y'all look out for that. I don't know if there's gonna be cases popping up. Don't be surprised if it is, but I don't know, man. This whole situation's kind of like interesting because I really feel like we need to acknowledge, like, when we're looking at stuff like this right here, this little tip, this anonymous tip that they said take with a grain of salt, right? TMZ says it's fake, but it makes sense to me. That's why I think this is real. This whole thing about PG Lang, Kendrick, The Weeknd, UMG asked them to end the beef, right? Saying Kendrick isn't budging, but UMG is pressing hard, right? They're saying UMG had a Zoom meeting with everybody and they wanted Kendrick to either directly or set through PG Lang to post a statement clarifying that Drake isn't a pedophile if Kendrick agrees to end the beef. Then they said Drake is losing the beef in UMG's eyes, so from UMG's perspective, the sooner that this beef ends, the better. The pedophile accusations directed at Drake are costing UMG, Nike, and other parties a lot of money. What about that sounds like it can't be realistic? Because literally the quote that I saw saying why on TMZ they were saying why this is fake. They said they had an insider of, I guess, UMG or one of the labels that was saying, oh, the label has no reason to get in between this, like they have no vested interest in doing that, so like, you know, why are people saying that they are, like, it's fake, obviously. And I'm like, that's not a good excuse. What do you mean there's no reason why they would get involved? I don't know, maybe the CEO of their company already being implicated in aiding and abetting sex crimes and human trafficking, maybe child trafficking. Maybe that has something to do with why they would want to get in between it. Like, do y'all really think we're stupid? Like, because if you like, let's pull that TMZ article up so y'all can see how insulting it is. Because like, what are we saying right now? I know that story circulating. Where is it? Let's see. This is real time, so y'all got information, definitely let me know in the comments. Y'all see anything new happening? I'm gonna look on Twitter, it's probably easier to find out here. But yeah, they put this statement out and I want to read it to y'all so y'all can tell me if it makes sense. Y'all tell me, chat, right? Okay, take it for what it's worth, but TMZ is reporting the meeting never happened is made up. All right, chat, let's think for ourselves. Let's not just listen to what they say. Let's think for ourselves here, right? Think for ourselves. Label ain't interfering, allegedly. Okay, let's see if we can find. Okay, sources with direct knowledge. So Team Z, there is no such meeting between UMG, Drake, and Kendrick, and that this entire narrative, which is starting to go viral, is completely made up and not true. Okay, sure, right. I'm just gonna believe that. All right. So we're told not only did UMG not insert itself here, but our sources who are familiar with the inner workings of label, the Universal would never jump into something like this. Would they never jump in front of something like this or jump into something like this in a normal situation? Maybe, because it will just make them money. But this isn't a normal situation. The CEO was already tried to make the story low key about the CEO being implicated in human trafficking cases, right? They already put that story in a hush, but this story they can't put on hush because music is being used, right, as a tool to get that narrative out there, to bring awareness to that. And if I'm thinking Kendrick has more songs, I'm imagining it, the rabbit hole only goes deeper into talking about these types of things, which would most likely implicate someone like the CEO of Universal Music Group. So that's why I'm not buying it. That literally doesn't make sense. They can type whatever and send whatever, but y'all are lying. Y'all are lying. Y'all are lying. This is not a normal situation. Your biggest artist is being called, what did he say? Certified lover boy, certified pedophile. So that's not the best look. Like, it's just not a good look. And then when there's receipts, the longer this goes on, the more people find the receipts of old videos and this and that. Yeah, it's just not, it don't look good. It don't look good. Okay. The next one says the way they the way it was explained to us, Kendrick and Drake's beat is between them and completely separate from the business side of things. And UMG just doesn't think it's their place to step in either way. So they didn't. Nor did they ever consider doing, like, are y'all convinced? Like, y'all tell me. I'm not going. So they're saying there's a financial incentive to keep the beef going. Okay, yeah, I don't think they're really at it. Yeah, let's, okay, cool. So, yeah, chat, I just wanted to connect that right quick because I feel like that angle of the whole situation, when we're talking about this little memo that went around, that's why I think it's very likely. That's why I don't really believe, oh, like it's just debunked. Wait, so I'm just supposed to listen to your sources? They didn't even confirm anything about this specific situation. The first person said, oh, Universal wouldn't step into a situation like this. Well, this isn't a normal situation. These are the biggest artists, some of the biggest artists in the world going at it, and this stuff going viral all over the world in a completely different era of like standards for like how we treat people, how we treat women, things like that, which is a good thing. But I'm just saying, like, we haven't seen anything like this happen before, so I don't think this is a fire that can be contained the way they used to do it. Back in the day, they could cover up stories easier. They could pay people off easier, but now you got people on the internet all over the world doing investigative journalism on their phone and computers and actually finding stuff. You got people putting YouTube videos together, putting all the receipts and evidence together so that people can form their own opinion. They don't have to wait for TMZ to tell them what to believe. You know, they don't have to wait for anybody. We can find it ourselves. So like we're in a different society now with the amount of technology we have, and I think that changes the conversation. And I think that's why UMG made a mistake by even allowing this to happen. They really should have kept Drake from doing this. Like, I'm sure someone in the company is aware of how Drake operates. They all operate that way. So you would think to be a little more cautious, or you know, once you see the convo could be going that way, or the beef could be going that way to something like human trafficking, child abuse, stuff like that being exposed, like they should have tried to get Drake to wave the white flag then. But now we're way too far in this. Kendrick got people dancing to They Not Like Us. A minor. Like, that's a trend now. It's the first 3-4 days of that song being out, and people are making dance challenges to it. People are singing the lines in the club. People are getting the lines stuck in their head, making TikToks with sounds from the. We've never seen something like this go by. We've never had a rap beef with the amount of technology and connection across the world. Like, the world is more connected now than ever. Technology's more affordable, so more people have access to the internet, have access to computers, phones, everything since the last time there was a beef. So I'm just saying, like, what we're looking at is on a different level. Like, Kendrick's song almost got 25 million, 26 million views on YouTube. Just had the best streaming day of the song yesterday, and the song came out about 3 days ago. That's insane. He keeps breaking his own records with best song debut for hip hop. Like, he keeps breaking the records. First it was Like That, then it was Euphoria, then it was Meet the Grams, then it was Not Like Us. Like, boom, boom, boom. Like, each one did better than the last one. And then you have Drake, who's on the downward trajectory. His number is not even justifying him staying in the race. It was like, hold on, you're not getting as many streams as you used to, even with our stimulus package, even with us trying to control the narrative, you're still not getting the support. Oh, so that's why I feel like this really did happen. But of course, like, y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop a follow to the stream. I'm gonna be here whenever there's something else to report or bring up. So y'all let me know in the comments if y'all have seen any other theories or anything else. But that's what I got for now. That's the unique angle that I want to bring to the table to just start that conversation. So let me know what y'all think. Make sure I leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Come through to the stream. Let me know you're from YouTube so we can talk about it. And of course, if any other songs come out, it will be on my live channel, Ciara in the Bonus Live. So sub to that one too. But on that note, y'all, we are outie.